Okay. If you are on Facebook, you have seen that live audio rooms have been hinted at for months. It feels like maybe even years. And it's been this big tease because it's felt like, oh, we can create it actually has said create audio room, and it's not been possible. I did have one little hack where you could create a regular room on Facebook where you just turn your cameras off. That would make it an audio room, but it wasn't actually real. Today, you actually can create them for real. So last night I saw this. I got so excited. I scheduled one. We just did our first one. I'm now going to show you how to set this up on your own, and you can do it right now. It's so good. If we've never met, my name is Molly Mahoney. I have a company called The Prepared Performer where we help experts and entrepreneurs just like you to be able to get clients with video and apparently today, audio. And I just got back from a hike, and this is my hiking attire. Look, I've got my Vid Summit shirt on actually. What? I emceed on the Thursday of Vid Summit this year, which was so fun. Okay. So here we go. Now, this is what Facebook looks like. You'll see at the top, you'll see stories, reels, and rooms. So reels are new too. And if you're not aware of that, we'll talk about that in another video. It's going to be really fun. So we're going to skip over to this room section. You'll also know right above this. So you'll see that it says like create a room. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but you can see it says create a room right there. And then it also has the little room thing on the top. So there's create a room in the big purple, and then there's the little tiny room kind of where you used to click go live. But check this out. Look at the priorities of this. It's reels, rooms, groups, and then live video has been pushed all the way to the end. Tricky, right? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. And Jasmine says she's looking forward to the reels video. Jasmine, we actually did a full 2-hour deep dive into reels inside Show Up with Video recently. I'm going to tag you in it because you will love it. It was really good. Okay, so I'm going to click create a room. And then here's what happens. And this is where I got really excited last night because I could do this as an audio or a video right there. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is finally available. So you're going to keep it as live audio, and then you're going to click next. When you do the video room, it's super weird and it sends people a message automatically to try and get them to join your room, even if your room isn't scheduled for another 24 hours. So I much prefer the live audio version of this. Then I'm going to hit next. Now at this point, you can name it something. So I'm actually going to do this as a Q&A, and then I'm going to do a Q&A later today. Q&A, and I'm going to say get clients with video. And I love that it seems like it's actually recording this and streaming it live. So it's just available, right? Okay. So, and I don't know if this is available for everybody yet. I was really excited. I just got it last night. So hopefully it's just rolling out. Then you can set the start time. So I'm going to set the start time as we'll set it for, I was going to say, I may actually want to take a shower before doing this, but it's audio. I don't even have to be on camera. So maybe I'll just never wash my hair again. Just kidding. I'm going to take a shower before this. So let's set it for, I'm going to set it for 2:30 actually. Okay. I'm going to give myself some time. So I'm going to set this for 2:30, and then I just hit save. Now from there, you'll notice down at the bottom, I can then invite people. So I am going to invite some people. I'm just going to click. And I was worried yesterday, I tested this and I was worried that it was going to, um, send them that message the way that the regular video rooms do, but it doesn't do that. So I'm literally just selecting all the people on the top of my list here and inviting them to join for this Q&A, which is so fun. Okay. And we'll just do a couple more. All right. Then I'm going to hit next. And now check this out. I'm not going to raise money, but it looks like newer, cooler features are coming out. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to schedule this as a Q&A. When I hit schedule, it actually creates an event. And what I thought was really interesting about this is that it created an event and I couldn't find it on my profile until I actually went into the events section. Now, when it first creates this, it gives you this little, I was going to show you on my phone. Duh, you can see it on the screen. It gives you this little, this is like the Facebook rooms version of things. So it gives you this option, or this cover photo with your profile picture from Facebook. It has this kind of, colors that match my room. crazy, right? I don't know how that happened. I'm so on brand. And you can change the cover photo and you can link it to a group. So yesterday I tried to link it to my free group, which is our live video, organic social, and chatbots group. But the problem when I went in to link it to a group, watch this, it just gave me so many groups and they were not in alphabetical order. And I spent probably 5 minutes yesterday trying to go through and find the group that I wanted to connect it with. And I could not figure out how to find the actual group that I wanted to connect it with because I had so many groups on here. So I am not going to connect it to a group, unfortunately, because I could not figure it out. But you should be able to do it. And it looked like the groups were in order of when you actually created them, but I still tried to go back and figure out where that group was, and I couldn't actually find it. And then from here, when you scroll down, it looks similar to a regular event on Facebook. So you can start at 5 minutes before the start time. So that's a little different with regular live videos on Facebook. You can start those way ahead of time. Oh my gosh, that's cool, Katie. Thanks so much. Katie Simpson just said, I've been listening to the beginning of this on the Facebook audio room. So it allows playback from the beginning during the live, which is good. Interesting, right? I have way too many groups, like way too many groups. I mean, I broke repurpose the first time I tried to use it because I had like 900 groups or something. I need to clean those out. Okay. And then it tells you like what to expect. Oh, look at this. If I go to the about section, but then there's also a discussion section. I wonder why it keeps saying that I'm speaking with Nancy. Nancy, why is it saying that? Did you just RSVP? Is that why? I don't know, because it did that earlier too. It just automatically had Nancy speaking with us, which I'm totally up for, but I don't really know how that works. Okay. And then the way that the link is, you can actually change it so that not anybody can share the link. There's a way, let's go to this manage section, and you can change it so that it's only for private, like certain people. Um, okay. So did you actually start a new YouTube video or just end your Facebook audio rooms during the live? This is the same YouTube video, Lindy. I just pretended to start a new one, but I'm still live. The same thing. We've been live here for 40 minutes. Okay. I'm going to say focus. And then if you have questions, drop a Q in the chat and I'm going to come back to them. So here I can copy the link. I can edit it. And if I edit it, I can actually decide who can post, who's speaking. Okay. So when I sent that invite, this answers my question from earlier. Do you see that speaker thing? Oh, I invited all of those people to speak. I didn't realize that's what the invite would do. Oops. Okay. But that's cool. Okay. And then posts, you can do only hosts can post. I'm going to actually make it so that anybody can post. So it doesn't need to be approved. Anybody can go into that event and post there. The description, I'm just going to do this and make it a little juicier. Live audio room Q and A. Yay. But why did I say that? I already say Q&A earlier. Okay. I'll just be like, so fun. Whatever. Okay. But I can add a different photo. So if I wanted to go through here, what photos do I have on here? Let's say I wanted to add a photo of like some ice cream. Just kidding. I could add a photo of this as my cover photo. That's gorgeous. Let's see what happens. Interesting. So I'm going to actually make a photo and do that on purpose. I'm not going to save that one because I think it doesn't have anything to do with this. Okay. And then this is neat. It has this little meet your host thing, right? So it's like, hey, meet your host. You can learn more about your host. And if you hit view, it takes you to my profile, my personal profile. Another reason that your personal profile should be optimized, which we can help you to do. Okay. Then if I go back to my regular Facebook feed, what's interesting is at the top of this feed, you can see all of the rooms that are created that of people that I follow. They are showing up at the top here. Now, what's really interesting and a really great opportunity for all of us is that not very many people are doing this. So if you create this event up here, this room up here, it's going to show up on the top of the news feed, which is so cool. So that's really fun. And then once you actually have it up and going, that's where you'll start to see. I mean, we could create another room right now. And why don't we do that? So I created one that was for the future. I'm going to create another one that's I'm going to go live right now to show you what that looks like. So instead of clicking on the big create room, I'm just going to click the little purple camera up at the top, like up at the very top. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, I'm going to click on that. Does the same exact thing. Next. And I'm going to say testing. I usually get people coming in when I'm testing. Live audio room. And I'm actually not going to invite anyone to this. I'm just going to start it now. I'm going to hit next. I'm not going to raise any money. I'm going to hit go live. Now, what this seems to be is just like a regular live video, but it's audio. And look at this. This is the number. This number may include people listening outside of the room, such as people watching in the news feed. Very interesting also. So I don't know if people are getting a notification about this. I don't know if you go to my profile on Facebook, you may have to actually, it's like look at my profile and see, does it actually show there? If I didn't invite anyone, does anyone know that it's happening? It's like a tree falling in the woods. So here at this point, I can click and I can invite, I'm going to invite Nancy, who is obviously hanging out today. So here I can see it on my own personal profile. It looks just like a regular room. And I mean, it looks like a regular live video, just with that kind of eerie purple and pink colors. The other thing that's interesting though is, oh, look at that. Kristen, hello. So awesome. I haven't talked to you in forever. So I'd love to know, Kristen, I would love to know if you got a notification actually, because, and if you want to speak, I'll invite you to speak. So I can click this. I just click on their face and then I can invite them up to the stage on top. But I'm not sure if it sends out a notification or what it does. But obviously, like with anything, with our videos, oh, and they just disappeared. Maybe they're coming back onto the stage now. I don't know. But as with anything, if you don't actually tell people that it's happening, it's a little harder to actually get people into the room, right? But if I add, I'm going to add another screen share of this. Watch, I'm going to screen share this Chrome tab and I'll show you what it looks like on desktop. So this is what it looks like on the desktop app. You can see here, I can like it. I can comment on it. Join us. Right. But people have to be, oh my gosh, I can't type with one hand. People have to be on their phone in order to see it. So now if I come back over to the other one, you can see right now there's 5 people listening. And I can see Nancy and Faye and Douglas and a few other people. Linda Kane just came in. But the only way that you can actually see that on the computer is if you click on it, like Nancy showed us earlier. To the other one. And then over on the right-hand side, it'll show you who's watching or who's listening. And then look, you can go to the overview. You can go to see who the speakers are, which I'm the only one right now. And then you can see who the listeners are, and you can learn more about those people as well, which is all kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to show you the app again. So I'm going to start screen sharing the app. Ready? And then you'll be able to see it there. Okay, yeah, and the captioning, I was going to mention that. Thank you, Paige. The captioning that happens inside the live video, it's just like a regular live video where it's doing that live captioning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the weird thing is that it's still rolling out just like a lot of things here, so it may take some time for you to actually get the option to do that. And if you don't see it at the top of your feed, it like I said, it could just be one of those things that is slowly rolling out over time. I also found that on my desktop, one other thing, when I tried to go to the actual link, like when I clicked on it, it gave me an error. So I was only able to click on the link yesterday when I did it from my actual phone, not from the desktop. And then the other thing that I'll share is, let me actually screen share my computer again. Because what I realized was when I was looking for the link for it, and I know I'm kind of bouncing around like a little crazy right now. When I was looking for the actual link for it on my desktop, where I ended up finding it was I went to the more section and then I hit events. And in the events section, you can see this. So this is an event from the past. I don't know why it is showing up as upcoming. Let's see what happens when I click past. That's weird because that was already happened today. Let's see if the replay is there. Oh,
Hello, can you hear me?
shh. That's weird. So you can actually catch the replay of it, which that's cool. And then here, the one that's coming up at 2:30. See, same thing that I said earlier. It gave me an error. So until the actual event was happening, it's weird that I could only see that event ahead of time on my actual phone. I couldn't see it on the computer, which I find interesting. Pretty cool that the replay of it stays there too. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. And you don't see it at the top of your newsfeed. How interesting. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay, so this is just to kind of get you started, show you how this works. I am going to be doing a Q&A later today in our audio room, which will be really fun. I'll send out an email about that. This is our final Q&A as a part of our opening of our brand new program, Show Up with Video. We are in founding member status right now, so the price is continuing to go up. So I am just going to put the link for that. You can go to molly.live/video, whether you're watching us on YouTube or you are with us on the audio room. You can join us, which is pretty cool. And the price is going to be going up tonight. It's Sunday as we're doing this live. The price is going up tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific, and it will keep going up until probably through the end of the year. And by the time we're at the end of the year, it will be at its full price. So that's pretty fun. Emily, have you seen this before? It's so cool. Okay. And if you're looking for where to find these, like I said earlier, it seems that you have to go to people's Facebook events and then it should show up there. I'm not sure what makes them show up at the top of the news feed, but it would be cool if more of ours showed up for each other at the top of the news feed. That would be awesome. All right. This has been so fun. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Those of you who are here with us live, I am chopping out just this little tutorial part of it. The rest of it will be hidden in the ethers of YouTube somewhere. Once again, my name is Molly Mahoney. Thanks for joining us for this little casual sneak peek video in my newsboy hiking attire. And we love being here with you and helping you to unlock your inner awesome so that you really can show up with video and actually have people pay you for what you're doing, right? Actually bring in clients to the videos that you're creating. And I'm going to stay on the audio room for just one more minute or so. And we'll end this video now, head over to the Facebook audio, and then I'll be there for another Q&A later today. Okay, thanks so much. This was so fun. I'm going to end the stream. But make sure you go follow whatever other video I pop up on here. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll pop up the video next. You'll be able to see it somewhere on this end screen, which is the full training that I did on how to do live audios. If you don't actually have access to the live audio version yet, I did do a training on how to kind of hack it. So I'll put that here somewhere as well. You'll be able to get that. Make sure that you subscribe and click the little notification button because we're going live here over on YouTube more often now. I kind of dig it. Okay, bye.